Yes, Kentucky has a winning team with the help of Pope, but this recruit, Malachi Moreno, he has something different. He was born to be a Wildcat. Let's analyze the news, but first subscribe to the channel. Malachi Moreno, the future player of the Wildcats, demonstrated all his potential at the Chris Brickley Invitational, an event that brought together some of the best high school prospects in the country. With a complete and impressive performance, Moreno not only lived up to the expectations placed on his shoulders, but also gave BBN fans a glimpse of the impact he can make next season. With 18 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists and 1 block, Moreno came close to recording a double-double on a stage where the competition was fierce. His performance was all the more remarkable given that he faced an elite group of talent, including players signed to the 2025 class. However, what really caught the eye was his versatility. Known for his dominant defensive presence and skill around the basket, Moreno impressed with his court vision and ability to create plays in transition. This evolution in his game is an encouraging sign for Kentucky fans, who are hoping to see a player who can contribute both in the paint and in creating opportunities for his teammates. Playing against future stars like Louisville, Sine Mikkel. Brown Jr., the MVP of the event, Moreno showed that he was undeterred by the competition. Brown led the way in scoring with 29 points, but Moreno's well-rounded performance was a reminder that basketball is not just about individual numbers. His ability to impact the game in multiple ways, whether it's scoring, defending, setting plays, or controlling the pace of the game, is what makes him such an intriguing piece for Kentucky basketball's near future. The context of the Chris Brickley Invitational further amplified Moreno's brilliance. The event featured a mix of talent from different generations, from soon-to-be college freshmen to youngsters from the classes of 2026, 2027, and 2028. Names like Anthony Thompson, Caden Samuels, and Cameron Holmes gave spectators a taste of the future of American basketball. Amidst this crowd of emerging stars, Moreno managed to stand out, solidifying his position as one of the most promising centers in his class. For Mark Pope, Moreno's arrival represents an opportunity to further strengthen the Wildcats roster. The coach's ability to mold young players and help them reach their full potential will be crucial to integrating Moreno into Kentucky's system of play. In addition, the center's versatility opens the door to different tactical approaches. He can be used as a dominant force in the paint, but also as an offensive facilitator who connects the interior game with the perimeter. That flexibility will be a valuable asset for a team looking to return to the top of the national scene. BBN has plenty of reasons to be excited about the prospect of seeing Moreno in action. His combination of size, technical ability, and game intelligence is rare, and his performance at the Chris Brickley Invitational was just a teaser of what he can offer. As he prepares to begin his career in Lexington, fans can expect a player who will not only contribute immediately, but who also has the potential to grow into a central piece of Mark Pope's long-term project. College basketball is full of stories of young talents who arrive with high expectations and overcome obstacles to achieve success. Malachi Moreno appears to be on the right track to write his own story for Kentucky basketball. With his performance at the Chris Brickley Invitational, he not only proved that he belongs among the elite of the sport, but he also gave fans an extra reason to dream big next season. And I can't wait to see how this guy plays. And we hope he's the man for Kentucky. Pope is now looking at recruits for the 2026 class. The coach opted for a strategy that prioritized transfers as the main source of reinforcements, looking for experienced players who are ready to contribute immediately within the demands of college basketball at the moment. However, this trend does not mean that traditional recruiting is out of Pope's plans. On the contrary, the recent moves by the coaching staff indicate that Kentucky is starting to invest more in the future, especially by contacting some of the most coveted high school gems. One of these names is Jalen Montanati, a wing who is already emerging as one of the most interesting prospects in the 2026 class. With a 4-star rating by 247 Sports and positioned among the 25 best players in his class, Montonati has attracted attention from some of the most traditional programs in the country. Kansas, Houston, Arkansas, and the Tennessee Volunteers have already made official offers to the young talent from Oklahoma, while Kentucky is still in the early stages of building a relationship with the player. The recent conversation between Montonati and assistant coach Alvin Brooks III signals that the Wildcats are closely monitoring the forward's development and could move forward with an official offer soon. Kentucky's interest in Montonati reflects a significant strategic shift. While Pope has found success initially with transfers, recruiting high school players offers a unique opportunity to mold talent early on, integrating them into the program's culture and system. Additionally, players like Montonati represent the type of athlete who can grow within a team over multiple seasons, something that could be crucial to sustaining long-term success. Montonati, specifically, seems like the type of player who fits the profile Pope is looking for. His height and wingspan make him a valuable asset both on defense and in creating offensive plays. He demonstrates solid shooting skills, the ability to create opportunities for himself and others, and a competitive instinct that draws recruiters' attention. These traits make him a prime target for programs looking to build versatile, dynamic teams. The competition for the young guard will be fierce. Programs like Kansas and Tennessee have strong recruiting traditions and have already established relationships with Montonati. However, the name Kentucky carries a different weight in the college basketball landscape. The prestige of the program, combined with the national visibility afforded by BBN, has always been a different kind of competitive advantage in the competition for talent. If Pope and his staff can convey a clear vision of how Montonati can develop under their wing, there is a good chance that Kentucky will become a top contender in the race to sign him. Furthermore, the interest in Montonati is not isolated. The Wildcats coaching staff has been exploring other options in the 2026 class, reaching out to several highly rated prospects. This effort demonstrates that the program is serious about the future, seeking to build a solid foundation of talent that can sustain Kentucky basketball's legacy of excellence. While Montonati's decision is still far from being made, Kentucky's involvement in the process is a clear sign that the program is committed to maintaining its position as one of the top destinations for the nation's best players. If the Wildcats can land the Oklahoma guard or other high-profile prospects in the 2026 class, it could mark the beginning of a new era for the team, one in which recruiting and developing young talent goes hand in hand with a strategy for transfers. And as Mark Pope works to build a roster capable of competing for major championships, names like Jalen Montonati represent the future Pope has in mind. Comment below.